What if I told you that the anxiety you feel every single day is not a flaw in your character? It is a signal your body is desperately trying to send you. Most people spend years, sometimes decades, fighting their anxiety, masking it, pushing it down, and wondering why nothing ever changes. But today on BioWell Hub, we are going to do something different. We are going to actually listen to that signal, understand it, and use 5 proven, science-backed strategies to beat anxiety and genuinely improve your mental health. So if you have ever woken up at 3 in the morning with your heart racing and your mind spinning out of control, stay with me, because this video could change everything. Welcome back to BioWell Hub, the channel where we break down the science of feeling better so you can actually live better. I am so glad you are here today, because anxiety is one of the most misunderstood struggles in mental health. Over 284 million people worldwide deal with anxiety disorders, and yet so many people still feel alone in their experience. Whether your anxiety shows up as constant overthinking, physical tension, social fear, or that relentless feeling that something bad is about to happen, you are not broken. You are human. And the good news is, your brain is incredibly adaptable. Let us get into the 5 proven ways to beat anxiety and improve your mental health starting right now. The first strategy is one of the most powerful and most underused tools available to every single one of us. Completely free, available 24 hours a day, and backed by decades of neuroscience research. It is your breath. I know, you have heard it before. Just breathe. But here is what nobody tells you about why it actually works. When anxiety strikes, your nervous system shifts into what scientists call the sympathetic state. Your fight or flight mode. Your heart rate spikes, your muscles tighten, your thoughts race. But your breathing is the one automatic body function you can manually control. And when you slow it down deliberately, you directly activate the parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest mode. A technique called box breathing, used by Navy SEALs and elite athletes, is one of the most effective. You inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, exhale for 4 counts, and hold again for 4 counts. Just 4 rounds of this can lower cortisol levels and bring your brain out of panic mode. Practice it every day, not just when you are anxious, so your nervous system learns to reset faster when you need it most. The second strategy involves movement. And no, you do not need to run a marathon. Science consistently shows that even 30 minutes of moderate exercise, a brisk walk, a bike ride, a dance session in your living room, produces a flood of endorphins, dopamine, and serotonin. These are your brain's natural anxiety-fighting chemicals. A landmark study published in the journal Psychosomatic Medicine found that regular exercise was just as effective as medication for reducing anxiety symptoms in many patients. But here is the part that makes this strategy truly powerful for your mental health. Exercise also reduces something called amygdala reactivity. The amygdala is the part of your brain that triggers the fear response. When you exercise regularly, your amygdala becomes less reactive to stress over time. That means things that used to send you spiraling start to feel more manageable. You are literally rewiring your brain through movement. Start small. Even a 10-minute daily walk is a beginning, and build from there. The third strategy might surprise you. It is what you eat. The gut-brain connection is one of the most exciting areas of modern neuroscience. Your gut produces about 90% of your body's serotonin, the very neurotransmitter most commonly associated with mood and anxiety. When your gut is inflamed or imbalanced, your mental health suffers. Research shows that diets high in ultra-processed foods, refined sugar, and artificial additives are strongly linked to higher rates of anxiety and depression. On the other hand, a Mediterranean-style diet rich in whole grains, leafy greens, omega-3 fatty acids from fish and nuts, and fermented foods like yogurt and kimchi has been shown to significantly reduce anxiety symptoms. On BioWell Hub, we are big believers in the idea that food is medicine. You do not have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start by adding one gut-friendly food to your meals each day, and notice how your mood begins to shift over the weeks. The fourth strategy is one that our always-on culture has convinced us is a luxury rather than a necessity: sleep. But here is the hard truth. Sleep deprivation and anxiety have a vicious two-way relationship. Anxiety makes it harder to sleep, and poor sleep makes anxiety dramatically worse. When you are sleep-deprived, your brain's emotional regulation center, the prefrontal cortex, goes offline, leaving your anxious amygdala in charge. The result is that everything feels more threatening, more overwhelming, more catastrophic than it actually is. Prioritizing 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night is not laziness. It is mental health medicine. Create what sleep scientists call sleep hygiene: a consistent bedtime, a cool and dark room, no screens for at least an hour before bed, and a wind-down ritual that signals to your brain that it is safe to rest. Over time, better sleep will reduce your baseline anxiety in ways that no quick fix ever can. The fifth and final strategy is perhaps the most transformative of all: cognitive reframing. Anxiety is largely driven by the stories we tell ourselves. Our brains are prediction machines, and anxious brains are wired to predict the worst. Cognitive reframing, a core technique from cognitive behavioral therapy, teaches you to identify those catastrophic thoughts and consciously challenge them. When your mind says, "I am going to fail," you ask it, "What is the evidence for that? What is the evidence against it? What would I tell a friend who had this thought?" This practice does not mean forcing yourself to think positively. It means thinking accurately. Over time, reframing builds new neural pathways in your brain, making realistic, balanced thinking your default mode, rather than catastrophic thinking. You can start today with a simple journaling practice. Write down one anxious thought, challenge it with evidence, and write a more balanced version of the truth. So, there you have it. 5 proven ways to beat anxiety and genuinely improve your mental health. Breathwork to reset your nervous system, exercise to rewire your brain, nutrition to heal your gut-brain connection, sleep to restore your emotional resilience, and cognitive reframing to change the stories you tell yourself. None of these are magic bullets on their own, but together, practiced consistently, they create a foundation that anxiety simply cannot survive on. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up. It truly helps BioWell Hub reach more people who need this information. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these 5 strategies you are going to try first. I read every single comment, and I would love to hear from you. If you are new here, welcome to the BioWell Hub family. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss a video. We post every week on the science of mental health, nutrition, sleep, and living well. Until next time, take care of your mind, take care of your body, and remember, healing is not linear, but it is always possible. I will see you in the next one.